Hey there guys, in this video we're going to be doing some budget runs on the new event stuff for Final Fantasy IV. We're going to start with the new version of the Golbez and Shadow Dragon, then we're going to do the rulers of the Feymarch, and we're going to be using the new Golbez to carry everything. So the missions are no continues, no items, no KOs. Now this one, the harder one, is locked to Final Fantasy IV units only. But we're going to use Golbez, no problem. Now, because this is a budget run, we are not going to use the Dazzling Demoness card, which means our damage will be a lot weaker, we're going to be a lot slower, but it's still going to be totally fine. And again, because we're going budget mode, for this one, we're going to stick to just 5-star units and Golbez, who is also a 5-star base. So for the ambush, you want paralyze immunity on everyone from gear. You also want your provoker to be death immune and 100 dark resist. So what we're going to do, we're going to use Kain to just use one of the good 85 break materials. If you have it, Tulian, Edge, Reagan, Axstar, one of these. If you don't have that, it is okay. You can use Golbez to do triple, and he can do his break ability, which is Curse. Now, Curse is only 83% instead of 85. It's a little bit weaker, but if you don't have any of the breaker materials, that's fine. And we're going to go ahead and use Imperil as well. We're actually going to do it this way. We're going to do Imperil, Curse, and Imperil. We're going to try to Imperil both of these with the spell. So Imperil, change target, and Imperil. I think I got both of them. Let's just confirm that I target swapped correctly. Looks like I did. If we didn't, we could have used Cecil to do it from an Esper, but he got it right. We got it right the first time, so that's fine. So we'll just use Cecil to recovery the party a little bit. We're going to use Palom and Porum to do Palom's turn, because we're going to be support chaining fire, and the dragon has 200 fire resist, but by using Palom's turn, it gives a fire in peril. We can just guard Rydia. So turn one is just some... Oh, make sure your provoker is poison immune as well. Just some dark attacks and death attacks that we're going to ignore. Now turn two, the bosses are going to use a single target percentage-based attack. So we're just going to guard Cecil so he doesn't take any big damage here. And we're going to use Golbez to nail Cat Meteor. Now again, because we're not using things like Dazzling Demoness, we're using budget gear, it's not going to be the biggest damage. I actually OTK'd this on my main run the first time I did it. But we're going to lower the budget for the cheat mode. Now let's go ahead and chain fire. Remember, you have to do a 110 or better in peril, or this will fail on the Shadow Dragon. And we're going to go ahead and quad Frega again. And we're going to use Golbez to Meteor. Now, Golbez is going to non-elemental Meteor. Because the only thing that can hurt the Shadow Dragon is ice or non-elemental. And we don't really have a good ice weapon and a way to ice imbue. So we're just going to non-elemental. It's fine. Let's go ahead and chain this up. Wait a moment. And I'm sorry, now we're going to chain. And we're going to hopefully finish off the dragon. Not quite. That's fine. We'll get him in the next burst. No big deal. Let's go ahead and have Kain just guard, honestly. And now, because we don't want to use items, and we don't have a good way to restore MP, and because I'm using budget gear, I couldn't wear things like Pure Lotus, or I couldn't fit it, we're just going to, like, guard Golbez for a few turns. And we're going to, like, just guard everyone for the most part. Palom and Porum can go ahead and do Palom's turn. Whoop, not that. Porum's turn, I'm sorry. For the regeneration. We can guard you, we can guard you, we can guard you. We're just going to hang out for a few minutes. Yes, alright. Alright, so some attacks on Cecil, no big deal. So it looks like we're going to have to guard 2 more turns. Let's go ahead and have Kain do Light Breaker to put up an Imperil. So we're going to burst again the turn after this one. Because basically, at this point, we're just regenerating our Golbez as we wait for him to be able to do Meteor yet again. Alright, we're going to go ahead and Palom's turn this turn to Palom's turn to put up that fire in peril again, so the support chaining works. We already did the breaks with you, so we can just guard. And we're just going to hang out. We're just going to hang out. We're just waiting. So we're going to go ahead and burst next turn. And this time, we're going to light imbue, though. There's an AoE again. It's gravity damage. It won't kill you unless you're at 1 HP. That's fine. But this turn, Cecil is going to... We're going to Into the Dark for the mitigation, because we're not going to guard here. And we're going to do Sacred Aura. That's a light imbue. Now, we did the big light in peril from this guy right here, but now we're imbued with light. And if you don't have the Reagan TMR for light in peril, if the dragon is not dead yet, don't use that, because it'll make the dragon take 0 damage. Only imbue light and use Lightbreaker if you have Lightbreaker. If you don't have Lightbreaker, wait till the dragon is dead. So let's go ahead and do Meteor again, and we're going to support chain again. So just, whoops, that's the wrong one. Let's support chain our Palom. And you can use things like, you know, flood chaining and all that. You would have to use a big Imperil to make that work, though, because like I said, the dragon is immune to everything except ice. Anyway, let's go ahead and chain this up. We wait. Let's support chain. I might have done that improperly for the timing. We'll find out in a second. No, it looks okay. So there goes Golbez because we were light imbued, and we should have done, yeah, we did the last 10% right there with you. So there was the super budget run on Golbez and the Shadow Dragon using Golbez. Now, my Golbez is EX3, so obviously it's a little bit strong. That said, there's no turn count mission. If you don't do it by turn 5 or less, just keep going. Keep going. The slowest thing is just waiting for regeneration on Golbez's mana. So Cecil is passive provoke with 100 or better dark resist. He has that naturally. Give him full status immunity. Technically, you only need poison and paralyze, though. Give him a source of auto healing, so something like Paws of Prosperity or Philosopher's Stone or Pure White Blessing or Phoenix Energy. I gave him all the auto healings. You don't need all 4. Just, you know, one of them. He does need to heal from the drain. Also, if you own Saintly Castle is helpful, because you can just guard most turns. And yeah, he's just a provoker with death immunity, dark immunity, status immunity, and some... he also imbues light. Kane, literally irrelevant. He's only here because he has the debuff tag. So any Final Fantasy IV unit that has the debuff tag, give them some breaker stuff. Or if you have Neovision's Edge, there you go. He's naturally a breaker. So is Golbez, but Golbez's breaks aren't as good until you get his armor, and you got to beat this fight in order to get his armor. So kind of, you know, chicken before the egg scenario. Anyway, here's our budget Golbez. So Lulu's TMR chronicled to be a 2-hander. Some Clash gear, his own STMR. It is not the upgraded version because we don't have that yet before beating this fight. A chain cap up, a way to get magic plus MP. Olivera's card. Now, obviously, the Dazzle card, dramatically more powerful, but that's not really specifically budget. And then some just, you know, some killers. I focused on Dragon Killer because the dragon is harder, because the dragon, we can't imbue with the dragon being high health. So 275 dragon and 250 human. He has human killer naturally. And then the rest of the team is just whatever. Status immunity, mana regen, Scarlet Wave, but we didn't actually use that. And then over here, I gave her the Farega spell because she can't cast that naturally. Irene's Ring, they're in that status immunity, and yeah, kind of whatever. Support chainers. You know, just some support chainers. Any support chainers you want. But if you have some Neovision's units, you know, bring them. Bring Kane, bring the Neovision's Rydia, bring the new Cecil, bring the new Rosa, whatever you want. But that was the budget mode. Okay, I'm going to adjust the team. Now we're going to build, and obviously Golbez does everything. We're going to build a little bit of a more serious team. We're going to go to the Feymarch, but again, with Golbez. See you in a moment. Alright guys, next up is going to be the rulers of the Feymarch. I already turned 1 OTK this in the main account, but we're going to go back again with a budget run. Let's go to the Queen of the Feymarch first. I have no idea what she did, so I took a quick peep at the strategy thing. So now I know she's a fairy weak to nothing, but she does absorb fire, ice, lightning, water, and wind. Meaning you want to go with either earth, light, or dark. I guess I'm kind of lucky that on my turn 1 OTK blind run earlier, I was using a earth team. Anyway, so we're going to be going with this for a budget run, and Big Boy Golbez is going to carry this. So I'm assuming he can OTK it on turn 1. I don't actually know if he can or can't, and if he can't, well, now we'll know. Let's find out if he can OTK. I think he probably can. So we're going to use Aerith to imbue, amplify, buff, etc. for light element. We're going to use Reagan to just do his LB. That's going to be an Imperil. Now, you might not have an EX2 Reagan because he's a little bit more niche. Most people have Aerith because she was given free. But if you don't have him, just someone to break an Imperil on turn 1. Realm is going to go ahead and do double sketch. We're going to go ahead and Rod Imperil, and we're going to Fairy Killer buff. Really good for this fight. Golbez will just Meteor immediately, and that's not Meteor. We're going to Meteor immediately, and we're going to use Biggs and Wedge to tag chain it. So, Meteor, wait. Let's go ahead and tag chain. Hopefully I did that properly. Okay, yeah, the first of her 3 hits kind of OTK'd Asura, so we are good to go there. So the team we used was completely naked Aerith, completely naked Reagan. If you don't have him, swap in for a Breaker and a Light Imperil. Realm, completely naked, Rod Imperil, and whatever she does. Quad attacking, Biggs and Wedge, so Genji Glove, Aurora Scarf. We're also using a Earth weapon as well as a Dark weapon to triple element chain. We're getting the Imbue from Aerith. Make sure you're not using things like Poppy because that'll absorb. And then budget mode Golbez. So we swapped the gear slightly. We moved in some Fairy Killers. Other than that, and then the Oliveira card. But again, Dazzle card is where it's at. You know, I'm showing you all this with the budget mode. But, you know, Golbez really takes it to the next level if you put on, like, high-end gear. But okay, let's go ahead and adjust the team for Leviathan. I'm going to go ahead and do this on the fly. So, I don't know. I didn't do a test run, so I could be wasting video time here. But I think we could probably just blow it up by itself. So, it's still a fairy. Weakness to lightning. Oh, it's still weak to light element. Absorbs ice and water at the beginning of the battle. Lowers ice and water resist. Okay. Well, we're going to try to OTK it again on turn 1, which may or may not work, but we'll see what happens. So, I mean, it's still a fairy. It's still weak to light, so kind of the same party. So, let's just, like, literally do the exact same thing. We'll just repeat mode. And I kind of spent a lot of time talking, so there may be some delays in here. Maybe I should have done it manually. Yeah, I was kind of jabbering right here, so, yeah, I shouldn't have pushed repeat. I'm not sure what I was talking about for so long, but there we go. And then I did Meteor. Okay, here it is, the Meteor, and then the tag chaining. May or may not work. Oh my god. Oh my god. The first hit of the 3 hits. So we more than triple overkilled. I mean, Golbez, dude. Golbez. He is the new turn 1 king. By far. And that's with the Oliveira card. The card is like super. That card is in the exchange shop. So if you don't have Oliveira, grab the Oliveira card and put it on your Golbez. And that was a budget Golbez. I mean, imagine the Dazzle Demoness card on our Golbez. Yeah. So there was the three event fights of the week. Probably late tonight or tomorrow, I'll go back and play around with more trials. We'll go to some older trials. We'll like kill Rafflesia with a double Golbez and like maybe we can turn 1 Rafflesia. I don't know if we can or can't. I haven't tried it yet. Who knows? We'll see what we can do. But there's the event stuff. Golbez. That's the budget Golbez. Now we're going to flex the whale Golbez a little bit later. Okay, see you in a bit.